Alright, this is Lawrence P. LawrencePShow.com. The album is Music, Sex, and Paychecks. You already know what it is.
Just think about all day, all day.
Lawrence, how did you come up with the title of your album?
Let's see. So the title is Music, Sex, and Paychecks. Actually, the original title of the album was Or Foreplay, and that was more or less that was a little bit too blunt, for the original target market that I was living in. You know what I mean? Because I was pushing it to the people that I was around, so I thought it was a little bit too blunt. So I just changed it to Music, Sex, and Paychecks, which kind of reflected where I was at that particular time. Life was all about music. Definitely, sex was a very motivating factor, sensuality, and paychecks. Definitely about money, and definitely about using that money to do what I need to do to continue to create.
So what inspired you to make this album?
It was basically kind of just getting back to my roots. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been a soulful dude, and coming off a tour with Slum, Village, Bahamadia, Common, Natalia, probably Most Def. That's always been my core fan base. So I just want to tap back into that. I did a project called Earth Round, which was a very sensual album. So it's kind of tapping back into that. That was one of my most successful independent albums. So I just kind of got back to my roots. It felt good. It felt natural. And it paralleled my lifestyle, and it felt good. It felt like it was a great time to do it. In retrospect to what the market is really accepting. So I just felt that this year was the perfect time to bring that back to the forefront.
So with the music market changing, do you think there's any room for your music?
Absolutely. I look at it like you got Drake, you got light-skinned guys rapping to women. You got the Wale's, dark-skinned dudes rapping to women. I think I kind of fit right in the middle. The Caramel dude rapping to the ladies. And so they have options, you know what I mean? And I think I fit right in. My sound is definitely different. We all from the same cloth, but I think we just have different textures. You know what I mean? That's very important to distinguish. I think we can all respect our all different styles, and we can actually tour together and cover more ground. You know what I mean? So I respect both artists, and hopefully they respect my craft and where I came from with it.
What would you say is your favorite song on the album?
Favorite song on the album, I would have to, with artists, you would have to say your latest greatest. You know what I mean? So at this point, Mountains and Lakes is a great song, great performance, great mood. It's great for modern times. I think that's definitely what I'm feeling right now. It's very subliminal. I'm more or less trying to take that lane because a lot of my songs are very blunt, very to the point, very erotic, very sensual, and that may not really pop off pop-wise. So I think I need to just stay under the radar and just, because fans are smarter than what you think they are. So they understand when I say I do whatever that it takes to get between your mountains and your lakes, you know what I mean? So that's just kind of like the path that I'm taking. But besides the latest song, which is that, I would have to say probably Music, Sex, and Paychecks. It's real laid back, and the performance is pretty dope. It's either that or Rocket. You know what I mean? I was listening to the song when I did those songs. So I really felt those two. So check those out if you get a chance. You got the album.
So you have a song on the album called Let's Be Honest, and it seems to be very controversial. Would you mind explaining how you came up with that or the story behind that?
Let's Be Honest was a song, kind of like a real life experience. I was hollering at a girl at a particular restaurant, and as soon as I got done spitting at her, a stud kind of came at her somewhat the same way. I was sitting off in the waiting zone, kind of peeping the whole Matrix out, and I was just really amused that she came with the same swag as I came, and I didn't get a call back, like that night or that day or to this day, so I don't really know how it evolved, but anybody knows, it's anybody's guess, but I just realized at that point officially that there is more competition out there. It's not just guys, you know what I mean, trying to take the bad ones. It's bad bitches trying to take the bad bitch, you know what I mean? So that song is really just acknowledging that, fellas, you know, we have more competition. You have to step your game up, you know what I mean? So from a fella standpoint, we just have to be on our gentleman shit a little bit more, you know what I mean? Because that's something that studs cannot upgrade, you know what I mean? You cannot be a gentleman because you're not a gentleman. So we as guys just have to step that level up and realize that we got more players in the field, you know what I mean? So and this is acknowledging that, hey, you know, I'm tired of bad bitches taking all the bad bitches, you know what I mean? Because it's getting out of hand, you know. So but you know, I love everybody and everybody loves me. Straight up.
You seem to mention the number 9 a lot throughout the album. Could you explain that? Like, what's the significance for that?
I mean, that's really between me and the ladies. You know what I mean? So, you know, I keep it mystique. I keep it very mysterious, and it's really, you know, if you've been blessed, you've been blessed. You know what I mean? So, realistically, if you look at this mic is about 9 inches. You know what I mean? So, usually most mics are 9 inches. So, you know, it's just one of those things. You know what I mean? It's just very informative to women that are curious. So, I'm keep it moving from there.
What inspired oral foreplay?
You know, for some reason I just wanted to, because I really stray away from samples, so I wanted to kind of just write a sample natural, just raw, and oral foreplay was obviously another subliminal joint that women can relate to, and finally you have an anthem for that, you know what I mean? So it was a very natural joint, and it's something that guys can appreciate. So, you know, I just wanted guys to feel what I feel when I feel what I feel. You know what I mean? So it was real cool, real subtle. The video was real nice and real laid back. And I just try to create ambience music. You know what I mean? Lifestyle type of vibes that people can relate to. You know what I mean? Period. You know, hope they like it.
Why should people buy your album?
I think it's just a breath of fresh air. It's just something new. My bounce is new. My flow is new. Although it may be on the same central topics, it's just a different bounce. You know what I mean? So, you know, just change up your playlist. You know, change up your playlist and bounce differently. You know what I mean? My music is intended to get you laid. It's intended to create babies. It's intended to help you clean your house. It's just that kind of music. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm stemmed from, you know, Tribe Called Quest, Slum Village, Bahamadia, Black Sheep. You know what I mean? Common. Most Def, like these are my roots. So in these modern days of time, this is where we're at as soul artists. You know what I mean? So this is where I'm at. You know, the underlying roots is love, and I'm just showing the different aspects of it from a bachelor state of mind. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. I hope that people appreciate it and support it. You know what I mean? Definitely go out and support it.
And where can we get your album?
My music is exclusively at my website, which is Lawrencepshow.com. We keep it exclusive for the simple fact that we can stay more in touch with our customers and the consumers. Once I jump on tour, it just bonds me more to my consumers and my customers, unlike ever before. You know what I mean? So if you see a spike in sales, I can see it instantly. I don't have to go to any third party. So I keep it exclusive until there's, you know, some bidding wars going on, some contractual things that make me want to do otherwise. You know what I mean? But right now we're living in a day of time of technology to where you have to build your buzz, build your fan base, and get it.